Hey everyone, it's been a long time. Things have really changed in the past, I don't know, it's almost been 2 months now. In the last video, we talked about breaking up with my girlfriend and we are actually back together, stronger than ever, so that's a good feeling. Today, I want to talk about something really strange, to me anyway, and that is we started playing Final Fantasy Tactics, the original. And I had played it a little bit back in PlayStation 1 days. That was a long time ago. I didn't remember a lot of the stuff. You know, we've talked a lot about things in Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. We're even going to the point of recreating it. For those interested, I am working on a map generation algorithm right now for Aetheric, which can then be used in our Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced remake. We're getting there. We're getting there. In the meantime, I've also been working really closely with some people on LinkedIn about game design stuff, and I really feel like I have a direction towards getting a job in the industry. So exciting stuff. Back to what I was talking about, Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm playing War of the Lions on my phone, which if you guys are interested, I can do a series on that. I want to get back to playing games again. Obviously, you know, I've been a bit sporadic with uploads, so who knows if anything's going to happen, but in the coming days, I think I'm going to have more time between substitute teaching, which has been a blast, and game design stuff, so I can probably fit in a video here and there, so be looking out for those. The real issue, why the hell are monks so damn powerful? I feel like, you know, we talked about assassins being really powerful in Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. I don't think monks are that powerful, especially since a lot of the utility you get, like revive, and, well, really revive, relies heavily on chance, which in Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced, a lot of those abilities, especially ones that revive allies, are 100%. So there's a lot of extra variance in regular tactics, so it's a little bit of a different issue. I feel like, especially early on, because it really isn't hard to get monk. You know, you need 2 soldiers and then 2 knights, which is like maybe 5 or 6 battles if you're doing it properly. Then you have monk, and monk hits for like 40 the moment you equip it, when everything else is hitting like maybe 20 if you're lucky. And then you get skills like pummel, which I literally have a character right now that can pummel anywhere between 12 and 180, which is also kind of weird, also very high variance, and I've literally one-shot severe characters or do absolutely nothing, which is odd. But they also have a heal, a group heal that heals MP, a revive, they have range, they don't have a weapon, which obviously is a niche thing, but like if you're playing against rogues, they can't steal your weapon. Just a plethora of things. Like nothing else I've made comes close to a monk. Now obviously I'm sure they fall off later. We won't even talk about the fact that they get counter and first strike and life font, which basically win you the game early. I'm sure once you get more advanced classes, they're not nearly as strong. However, early game, especially in chapter 1, possibly into chapter 2, they're OP. Like nothing compares. Like the amount of work that has to go into anything else to make it even close to viable as much as monk does is not worth it. I wonder if you have the same opinion, if you think there's a different class I should be using this early. You know, in my playthrough, I'm only like, I'm near the end of chapter 1, but I've been grinding, you know, just to experiment and to finish off early classes. Like I mastered Chemist on someone, I mastered Squire on my main character on what's his name, Ramza in that one. Yeah, I want to know what you think. I feel like monk is just hella OP, and I don't really see why they would make a class that OP, because it kind of takes away player agency. You know, one of the things that makes these games really cool is the diversity of your party, and if you just make your whole party monks, you win the game. It seems suboptimal to play anything else, especially early game, especially before unlocking really late game stuff. Like obviously I'm sure other late game like needs 30 unlocks or some bullshit class is a lot better than monk, but especially early, like why would I go through the campaign without, you know, 4 monks and a chemist? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't seem necessary. As we're looking into creating Aetheric and adding classes and adding abilities and stuff, we really need to watch out for this sort of thing. It's something that happens a lot in card games, which if you're interested, I'm working on a card game that's coming along. It's based on the Aetheric books as well, and it's a blast. I've been making my cards. I'm still working on making the engine, but soon. That's sort of the problem of having multiple projects, is it's hard to keep track of all of them. So if anyone wants to like work together on that, it would also be pretty sick. I think we'd pump out some really cool games and really get this engine going along. The more I talk to people in the industry, the less I feel like I'd be a good fit as just a cog in the machine. you know, my goal is to be a director or the lead on a project because I have skills in so many areas. But the number one thing I've heard lately is I just need to have proof that I know what I'm talking about, that I have a game that I've done from start to finish. So that's why we're doing these things. Aetheric as a tactical, or as my overall tactical JRPG card game option, MMO, is a big project, and I don't expect to finish it anytime soon. And so I'm trying to treat the individual pieces as individual games for the sake of these proof of concepts. And then once we get somewhere along the way, we can turn it into a big project. I just mainly, yeah, this video went a little off the rails. I haven't made one in a long time, and so I felt like talking a lot made sense. I'm currently in Northern California with my girlfriend's family, and so one of the reasons it's been hard to get started again on videos, even though I'm on break, was lack of internet and things like that. And so, on top of that, the night before we left for this trip, my power supply blew, and so yeah, that's a fun thing I get to work on when I get back. Hopefully that's all that's wrong, because if it's not, then I also have to blow like $200 on a new motherboard or something like that. And I just, this has been Soren Says, first episode in quite a long time. I appreciate everyone that got through my ranting. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions on other videos, or if there's a game you want to see me play, I need motivation. I want to get back into things. I want to start making videos again. I love doing this. I have a great time making these videos, so I'm trying to get over the depression and anxiety about it so that we can get back to enjoying ourselves. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day, fantastic week, fantastic life, and I hope to see you in the next episode, which hopefully will come out soon, of Soren Says.